Online dating has changed. And it's no longer just about finding love, it's about dodging traps. Because now scammers aren't asking for your heart. They are after your crypto wallet. And they don't do it with threats, they do it with charm. This is how financial predators are hiding behind profile pictures and how I almost became one of their victims. And I'm sharing this story not out of shame but out of power, because no one is warning women about the kind of men who don't steal your heart but steal your trust and then your money. So today's story is quite personal and very different. It's uncomfortable and it's necessary, because what happened to me could happen to anyone, especially women over 40, those going through divorce and completely forgot how to date. They're the perfect targets. Financially independent, emotionally generous, and still hopeful. So listen up until the end. It always starts the same way: a thoughtful message, a flattering compliment, a man who seems emotionally available, but suddenly the conversation shifts. Let me show you how to trade. You can trust me. And by the time you realize it's a scam, they're already holding your money and your trust. He didn't want a relationship. He wanted access to your trust, your time, and your vulnerability. And once he had that, he tried to take your money. And this is the dark side of dating no one talks about, where connection is just a bait and crypto scams are the hook. And here is my story. A few weeks ago, I matched with a man on Tinder. He seemed normal, a little poetic, kind, not love bombing exactly, but intense enough to feel flattering. He said he was from the UK, he wanted something long-term, that I stood out and I felt different. And in the first few days, we talked about everything: business, routines, mindset. It didn't feel rushed, it felt genuine. Then one evening, he brought up crypto and Forex. He said he used to work in finance, that he had helped others build their freedom, and he offered to show me how. Now, I have a background in finance. I've built my own income stream and I'm not easily impressed. But I was curious, because this wasn't some spam link from a stranger. This was someone I'd been chatting for over a week and someone I wanted to trust. He gave me the name of the platform and it looked rather polished and real. He explained how to create an account, how to transfer money, and I did. I transferred just under $800. Nothing huge, just enough to test the waters, and then nothing. I couldn't withdraw. This interface glitched. The customer support didn't exist. I started asking questions and he became different. At first distant, then defensive, and then angry. You pushed me away. You don't trust me. You misunderstanding everything. When I brought up that the platform being newly registered, he gaslighted me, told me I was imagining things, and finally accused me of being flagged by Tinder as a scammer myself. Classic reversal. Blame the woman for the things he was actually doing. And that's when I knew this wasn't just about money. It was about emotional manipulation. He started me, played the long game, used kindness as leverage and financial education as bait. I confronted him, told him I had all the screenshots, that I was reporting the website and I would be speaking to the police. And the moment he realized he couldn't control the story anymore, he insulted me. Stupid woman, he said. There are always two sides to everything. And here's what no one tells you about crypto romance scams. It doesn't start with money, it starts with connection. These men don't always rush. Some wait patiently, gently. They use flattery, vulnerability, and fake success to disarm you. And by the time money enters the chart, they've already built an emotional contract. That's the real theft. They take your trust and twist it into silence. And here's the truth that hurts most. Successful women get scammed too, because when someone pretends to care, our instinct is to believe them, especially when we're high-functioning, generous, and emotionally self-aware. We assume we'll know better until we don't. So here is what I want you to take away from this. Ask for a video call immediately, or better even the next day date, because if he postpones, it's the first red flag to pay attention to. Google the trading website. Always trust your gut, know their timeline, and if anything feels slightly off, walk away without apology. I was lucky. I quitted before more damage was done, but not every woman does. And that's why I'm sharing this. To every woman watching, Protect your heart, but protect your wallet too. You don't owe anyone blind trust, especially online. And if someone's love depends on your investment, it's not love, it's a lie. So if this video made your heart race, not because of fear, but because you felt something similar, I want you to know this. You're not foolish, you're not naive, and you're not weak. You are open, kind, and human, and that should never be punished. But we live in a world where emotional manipulation hides behind dating profiles, where scammers speak the language of intimacy to disarm women who've worked so hard for their independence. And it's time we speak about it out loud, because the more we stay silent, the more power they have. And I refuse to let shame write their story. So if you ever been misled, manipulated, ghosted, or financially burned, let me know in the comments down below. Share your story, because your voice could be the reason another woman walks away before it's too late. And if you're building your financial power, your emotional strength, your sense of trust in yourself again, you're exactly where you need to be. This channel is about more than just passive income or digital product. It's about building a life where you don't just make money, you own your decisions and protect your peace. And you never again hand your future to someone who hasn't earned your trust. So subscribe, stay close, and keep choosing power over fantasy always. And I'll see you in a minute on this video right here.